Hi guys, so you're welcome to another episode of VLOGMAS, and today's video is a collaboration with the beautiful Zinny, who is an Abuja based YouTuber. Yeah, I watch her videos, I love watching her videos, and today we decided to collaborate and we're talking about boarding schools. I know, yes, it's an unusual topic to talk about for Vlogmas. I know, but we can't help it. It's because of the circumstances, the things that are happening this period. So I want to talk about these things, and then I also want to film Vlogmas. And I don't know, I don't want to be posting 2 videos in a day, so I just have no choice but to combine everything. So bear with the kind of videos you see in this Vlogmas. After all, Vlogmas means posting videos every day for Christmas, right? No matter what the video entails, right? Okay, so this is a collaboration and we're talking about boarding schools. I have filmed a video about boarding school before, but by the way, please, after watching this video, you know how we do for collaborations now, even though it's been a while since I collaborated on this channel. But for those of you that are new, that don't understand how it works, what it means is that after watching my video, you can head on to her channel, which I am going to link in my description box, and then in the comment section I'm going to pin a comment there so that you can touch the link and go straight to her channel so that you can watch her own version of this video as well. So we're talking about boarding schools. I've filmed a video about boarding schools on this channel before, and I have not hidden the facts that I do not like boarding schools. I don't like boarding schools. I went to a boarding school for a while, I think for about three terms, no, 3 sessions, and then I forcefully left boarding school by myself, even though my dad especially did not want me to. He wanted me to continue going, but me, I did not want to. I didn't want to. My saving grace was that our school, Nigerian Navy Secondary School, Ojo, we had boarding facilities and then day student facilities. So it was a boarding and a day school combined. So every day when day students are going home, I follow them home. That's what I was doing until my dad he had no choice but to pay day student fees, and then I became a day student. I hated boarding school with a passion. It is not, I've asked this question before. I've read a lot of stories. I saw people's life experiences back then in the boarding school. I saw what people went through. I saw the inhumanity, the wickedness that seniors, those people that call themselves seniors, the wickedness that they meted out to the junior ones, what they did to them, how they used to punish junior ones. I knew even back then that it was not normal, that these things are not normal. And that's why it annoys me when I hear people say, especially people that went to boarding school back in the days, when people are complaining about boarding school now, they are like, those people are like, that we went to boarding schools, it's not all bad, I didn't experience all these. Or some will be saying that it's good, it's supposed to toughen you up, the experiences are meant to help to shape you, it's going to make you independent and all. Listen, we know all that, but it does not make it normal. It doesn't make all that torture, all that punishment, all those things that seniors put junior ones through, it doesn't make it normal. And I believe it's even worse for boys. I believe it's worse. I remember my brother, my eldest brother, he went to Nigerian Navy Secondary School, Abeokuta, for a while. My mom had to go and withdraw him from there because of bullying. He was getting bullied a lot by seniors. I feel like all these senior boys, I feel like they don't have hearts. Like, their hearts are black. I don't know how they conceive the kind of punishments that they give the junior ones. I mentioned before that when I started my first time at my boarding school, a senior boy gave a junior boy his own urine. He peed in a cup and gave a junior boy to drink it. The school found out, and then they beat him, they flogged him in front of the whole school, and then they expelled him. That is not all. The things that senior boys do to junior boys, I'm not saying that the girls are better, they are also as bad, but it's worse for boys. And I believe that children of that age in secondary school, children of secondary school age, they don't have any, what kind of mind, as in they shouldn't be able to be thinking up all these wicked acts to deal with the younger ones. Like, I don't know, I don't understand it. Some people said that it's because of the way they were brought up, is as a result of what they see at home. I believe that thing. Some say that maybe their father bullies their mother. See, there are so many bullies. There are so many bullies out there. There are husbands that bully their wives, though. The same way there are ogas at workplaces that bully their subordinates. So these children, they see their parents, is either the mother is a bully, she bullies the house help, or the father is a bully, he bullies the mother. They see all these things and then they learn that behavior. To them it's normal, and then they carry it out to go and bully other people's children, which is so wrong. The fact that all this hazing and punishment thing has been going on for years in boarding schools does not make it right. It doesn't make it normal. We need to put a stop to it. Me, I'm an advocate for telling people, do not send your children to boarding schools. It is not worth it. It pains me to know that there are some parents that actually send their children to boarding school because they don't have time. Because they don't have time to parent their children, so they just ship them off to boarding school. There are also parents that send their children to boarding schools because those children are being very difficult and stubborn and hard-headed, and then they decide to send them to boarding school so that they can mellow them, make them mellow, or treat them, or make them see. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's annoying. That one is very, very annoying. You know why? Boarding schools are not supposed to be like rehab centers. It's not somewhere you send your child to because your child is being hard-headed, or your child is being stubborn, or your child is being a bully and all. Handle your child by yourself at home. You let it get out of hand, and then you are now sending your child to school. Let them handle your child for you there. Now sending your child to go and bully other children. What about other people's children that your child is going there to go and mingle with? See, boarding school is a no-no for me. I went on Ijoma Daisy's page some days ago, and then they were talking about boarding school. I'm going to read out some experiences, real life experiences of people that commented about what they went through in the hands of seniors in secondary school. I'm going to be reading it out. Okay, this one said, I'm not going to be putting it on the screen because it's too much work for my editing. So just hear me as I read it, okay? So this one said, that was how my school mom laid me down under the sun for hours and flogged me mercilessly. Reason, because her crush was crushing on me and bought Valentine gifts for me. And worst of all, he gave her the gifts to give me. Omo, I chop beating, eh? She was beating me and pouring water on my sore body. If I catch her today, I go use car break her leg. Imagine what a child is doing to another child. People in boarding school, people in secondary school are children, even in SS3. Even in SS3, they are not adults yet because pata you see 17 years. I don't even think you see, I don't know if there are 18 years old people in SS3, but I know that you see them 17 years in SS3. They are still, they should not have that kind of mind to be doing some certain things to the junior students. Okay, this one said, one of my classmates in JSS1, one of my classmates had too much garri and sugar. Then she told her school mother and her friends that I and my bunkmates were lesbians. I was 11 years old. I was flogged by different seniors till I almost passed out. My sister was just crying and begging them to stop. I was playful. My bunkmate was my bunkmate was my friend from primary school. We always played together. We never touched ourselves the way my classmates portrayed. Like I said, I was 11. Nobody heard my story or my bunkmate's story. They flogged us silly until someone ran to house mistress and the woman came. I was flogged naked. I have never forgotten this story, and I am friends with the girl now, the one who reported, but I will never forgive my seniors for making me look up the meaning of lesbian in the dictionary and question myself. I still curse them till today. Imagine that, because somebody went to report to the seniors that she and her bunkmates were lesbians, which they were not. These seniors took laws into their hands and flogged them till she almost passed out in front of her sister, who was crying and begging them to stop, and they did not stop. What kind of hearts do these children have? Or is it peer pressure that causes it? When they are maybe when they are on their own, they are not that evil, but when they are now among their other friends, they now feel like, let me act cool. Maybe it makes them feel like they are cool, that they are being mean. Oh God, Next one. This one said, badly raised children from badly behaved adults. It will be worse because this new generation no get sense at all. You You all better train your children well, because I will not care if your badly raised child comes for mine. Everybody will collect, both parents, your bad child, the school, and whoever gets in my way. This Fumi that said this thing is me, and I am her, because I can't stand it. I can't stand it. If you don't raise your child well and your child comes for my child, I will come for you and come for your child. Somebody said, boarding school is something I can never wish on anybody. Another one said, I just can't forget my experience. The people involved, never. Another one said, Omo, I don't cancel boarding school idea, Biko. My kids are never going to any boarding school. Make I take eyes, they monitor them. Of course. What is why? Is it not better your child goes to school every day and comes back every day to you, so that you monitor your child? You know what is happening when things are going wrong. It's better. Someone said boarding schools are trauma farms. Simple and short. They are concentration camps. They are torture camps. Which child is expected to learn well under such conditions? That's why most of them. I remember one of my nephews that went to boarding school for the first time. When he came back for the first time, when I saw him, I wanted to cry. He had become a shadow of himself. He was so emaciated. His cheeks were gaunt. You could see his cheekbones. You could see every bone in his body. It was clear that they collected this boy's provisions, and I'm sure they beat him. And he became very quiet and withdrawn. That's always the first sign. They become quiet and withdrawn. And it's annoying that most parents don't see. They don't notice these things. And when they see that their child is quiet and withdrawn, they'll be like, anyway, they will adjust. Anyway, it's what it is. Okay, this is a very interesting angle. This person said, people are talking about boarding schools, forgetting that those kids who bully other kids in school also came from homes. Who raised them? Parents need to look into their children before sending them out in public, so that they don't become a problem to other innocent kids. I keep saying this thing. The place where that child is coming from is where the problem starts from. Who raised them? Some parents look the other way. Some parents don't care when their kids are bullying other kids. Even when they see them doing it, in their minds, they feel this sense of pride, like, my child is strong. It means that nobody can take advantage of my child or this or that. Listen, there's a thin line between your child being strong and tough and your child being hateful and toxic and bullying other children. Check it. Put it in check. Put that behavior in check before it gets out of hand, and your child will not give you peace of mind in the future. This one said, I was a boarder, serving punishment till around 3 a.m. Or is it days when I was asked to lay down in dirty water? I see people sending their kids to boarding school as archaic. The only exception to this is when you live in an environment that is not good for your child's upbringing, or where there are no good schools in existence. We must work hard to afford a good environment to keep our wards with us and look after them by ourselves. Imagine a 9-year-old child already on her own. But what are 9-year-old children doing in boarding school? Honestly, gini ka nwa dị 9 years old na-eme na boarding school? I can never understand that thing. A 9-year-old child is still a baby. They're supposed to be under the care of the parents. You send them out to boarding school to total strangers, like sending your sheep out among wolves. It's horrible. My elder sister was the senior prefect back in secondary school days, and when she left, I was still in JSS2, and I will receive beating from seniors on a daily basis. They will open our provisions while we are at night class and finish almost everything. They will rain heavy curses on my elder sister and ask me to say amen. And while saying amen, somebody is giving me hot slap from the back. I was just 12 years old, and the experience was crazy. The issue of abuse in boarding school has been going on for too long, and it's time for it to stop. This one now, okay, they were transferring aggression and hate to her because of her sister. Maybe her sister was a wicked senior. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's like a vicious cycle. This thing is like a vicious cycle. Most people that punish your junior ones is because they were punished. It's because they went through these things. So they feel it's okay to give the same punishment, the same treatment to junior ones. It's not nice. Teach your children that it's not nice. It's not nice. This tit for tat thing is not good. Me now, I was punished in when I was a boarder, but I never punished a junior. I never ever punished a junior. I couldn't do it. I never did it. Even to call them and send them on errands, go and buy me this, I never did that. Me now, my own experience, I remember one particular one. I was not really bullied, but the experience I know that stands out for me is one senior, I did not do anything. I did not do anything. I remember she just called me and gave me her socks to wash for her school socks. I wash socks, tire. I washed that socks. One pair of socks, like 1, 2. Asukata socks. I will wash it to be clean. I'll give it to her to show her that it's clean. She'll say it's still dirty. I should go back and wash it again. I will go back and wash and wash and wash and wash. It will be clean. I will just be washing it. I'll take it back to her. She'll say it's still dirty. I should go back and wash again. Asukata socks. Before she now decided to have mercy on me and then let me be. I do not know. Till today, I don't know what I did. Till today, I don't know why she felt the need to do that to me. But it's well. Okay, so this one said, back then when I was 12 years old in boarding school, a senior gave us 27 strokes of cane in JSS1 because we didn't hear when she called. She didn't say a specific name. She just said a girl and expected all JSS1 from all corners to respond. And it was our first day in school. They brought down 3 branches and gave us 27 strokes each. We could not lay on our body for days. I remember this type of thing very well. Back then, a senior would just shout from one corner, "Junior girl!" And then expect all the junior girls in that room to rush to her so that she will now pick who she will send on an errand. If you don't rush there on time, she will punish all of us. I remember then sometimes you come back and you see so many junior girls kneeling down on the lawn. What did they do? Because they did not respond on time when his senior shouted, "Junior girl." That's what I will send my child to go and do. God forbid. Someone said, every time we try to talk about the inhumane bullying that goes on in boarding school, you people glamorize it and call it toughen up. You see? It's just children being wicked at ages they had no business being wicked. Exactly. Another one said, I was a new student in boarding school. They forged love letter and submitted to house mistress that I wrote it to a boy, and she flogged me mercilessly with wire. They spread lies that I slept with one of my classmates' brother. I was bad example in every morning devotion. I was 15 years old and suicidal. It's so sad. You see, these are just a few that I said, let me come and read out here. This is what children endure. And even worse. I even know the one. Yeah, I remember one that used to happen. My brother talked about it when my mom finally withdrew him from Nigerian Navy Secondary School at Abeokuta. Senior boys will get cane, cut it into 2, split that cane from the middle into 2, put razor blades flat on it, then put the other half again on it, and then tape it together. It will now be a cane that has teeth, that has razor blade, and they'll use it to flog junior ones. What manner of wickedness is that? That's what I will now send my child to go and endure in the name of toughening my child up. I don't want. There are other ways of toughening my child up. Okay? Some will say they're sending their children to boarding school so that they will learn how to be independent, so that they will learn how to do things, do that, do this, do that. Why did you give birth to children if you couldn't teach them by yourself to be independent and to know how to do things? Teach them by yourself. Why entrust them into the hands of strangers to do that for you? Now, and I hate it when people say, we all went through that, or somebody will now come under such posts and say, I went to a boarding school. It was not bad. It was not as bad as people are saying it is now. The fact that your own was not bad does not negate the fact that some people are going through hell at their boarding schools. So people should stop saying that nonsense. It's annoying. It's annoying. Keep it to yourself. It's not everything you come out and say. The fact remains that most boarding schools are bad, and people should stop sending their children to boarding schools. Stay at home and work. It's because the dynamics of this world is changing now. Normally, the men go to work, the moms take care of the children and nurture the children. But now, moms also want to go to work. It's not bad though. But make out time for your children as they are going to that work. You and your husband, both of you should still make out time for your children and raise your children by yourselves. Don't hand them off to a total stranger. Don't raise bullies, don't raise monsters and then send them out as a menace into the society to go and torture other people's children. I am against boarding school. This video is long, I know, but I am angry, I am upset, and I just have to say my mind. I don't like boarding school. I will not advise anybody to send their children to boarding school. If you're watching this video, it's even worse for those that send their children to boarding school in another state, in a different state. I can't even send my child to a boarding school on my street. It's almost send them to another state. Never, never, ever. It's never gonna happen. Anyway, this brings me to the end of this video. I know I still have a lot to say, but I just have to stop now. Let me not bore you guys. Remember that this is a collaboration. This video is a collaboration with Zinny Ukachi. Please help me to go and watch her video as well. Thank you so much for watching this episode of my Vlogmas, which you already get as it be. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we're gonna see ourselves in the next video. Bye.